What is up, lads? In this video, I'm going to be going over Brenden Aaronson and Tyler Adams' play against Morocco, and mainly just because both of them are now completely confirmed. Tyler Adams just confirmed signing for Leeds United, two of the biggest deals in American history, which is crazy, but I want to show their game against Morocco just because they both were in for a decent amount of time together. Just a few highlights there. Now in this first clip here, you can see Tyler Adams getting forward with the ball. It just came from a goal kick with the center back, Aaron Long, being back here, other center back right here, and then the wing backs, Antonio Robinson and Reggie Cannon on the other side. But Tyler Adams looking to take advantage of the space in behind that Yunus Musa will be seeing as Christian Pulisic checked into the ball, and there's just going to be a ton of space out this way, right? Tyler Adams usually will be playing in that position of sitting right in front of the two center backs, never really trying to get super far forward. That's going to be his main role. He really doesn't do much attacking work, and he's really solid for the US in that the defense is shaky right now for the US. There's a lot of rotating players. No real starting lineup has been set and tested, like thoroughly thought out. But he does a very good job with what he's given, especially how often different styles of players are in that back line. So going from that, right here you can see Yunus Musa making this run in behind, just like there, from that space once again. And this is Brenden Aaronson, and he's going to be the other center mid. So you can see that the center mids for the US are getting pretty wide. I think Brenden Aaronson, generally speaking, will function good both inside and outside of the play, but he really knows how to take advantage of countering. He's really good on the counter attack, especially getting forward in a super efficient manner. And so just from here, Brenden Aaronson will immediately recognize the space that is going to be made from the US number 9, Jesus Ferreira, and will make a run immediately off of that. Brenden Aaronson actually making a pretty similar run to Christian Pulisic, and you can see the space already. And I don't think it takes that much to recognize the run exactly, but it is still something that the efficiency at which he's getting forward is very valuable, especially for a team like the US. And it could have resulted in something, but not quite, just because Yunus Musa doesn't quite get rid of the ball fast enough, in my opinion, but he does a very good job of making that run in the first place. I think that run's really valuable. Now, next up, just for reference, this is the US in transition after attacking. I don't know if Tyler Adams got fouled or what, but he's behind the play. Highlight doesn't actually go that far back, which is phenomenal. But you can see Brenden Aaronson here, and he really should be going out towards this ball. I think that's something that, just like defensively, understanding when he should be the one pressuring, because when he doesn't pressure there, he usually draws the right back out here. Right back's required to basically take the space away from Morocco just charging up the field as much as they want, right? And that requires the center back to slide over. Center back slides over here, and you'll see the other center back for the US also have to slide over. And from there, and you can see here, the opposite side center back for the US is just kind of lost. He's like, this is my man. Technically, I should be marking him, but like, what am I supposed to do with all this space? Look at this. Look at the amount of space here when Tyler Adams isn't involved in the play. This is an insane amount of space to have in your final third. Morocco does a good job of taking advantage of what they have, but I don't know what these midfielders are doing here, and who's supposed to be getting forward into that space, but it's insane that there's that much space in the final third. Just for reference of what the US can sometimes look like when Tyler Adams isn't involved in the play, and how much of an important player he is for the US. And from there, you can see, once again, still so much space. Ends up getting found, and could have very easily conceded off that. Insane we didn't, honestly, but for reference there, that's one of the more questionable things about the US, and one of the things that shows Tyler Adams is really a good defensive capability. Now here we have Tyler Adams playing the ball out. Tyler Adams here, and Brenden Aaronson out wide again. Brenden Aaronson still in the midfield there, really looking to receive the ball. I think right here is a good example of Brenden Aaronson getting forward into the play, getting involved in that attacking play, and immediately recognizing what he should be doing in order to make the most out of the chance that the US has here. Ball gets played back, and instantly Aaronson sees the run, makes the run faster than the US number 9 here, by the way. Christian Pulisic cuts in, and Aaronson finishes it, just based off that. I mean, this should really be a run that's seen by the US number 9, Jesus Ferreira. So Pulisic makes that initial run, but look at where Ferreira is here. I mean, what is Ferreira doing? Like, I don't really, I don't know, man. He's just sort of ball watching there, and he doesn't get forward faster. To be fair to him, I guess, and Tony Robinson also making the run there, and that's one thing that the US will do and very easily punished when they're doing it sometimes. The left back and right back for the US, both playing that attacking wing back, sort of love to get forward, love to cross the ball, love to try and take their chances forward, right? But they get caught in transition a lot of the time. But right here, Aaronson charging ahead of the striker, and fast enough to where he's getting to this run and is able to make the most out of this play. Obviously, Robinson is here for sure, and I have 100% confidence he'd be able to finish that. He's one of the better players in the US when just going forward in general, which is insane considering he's our left back. But Aaronson taking full advantage of it as well and getting forward just as fast, if not faster. He recognizes it quick, which credit to him for sure. And now lastly, we have a clip of just Brenden Aaronson getting a nice shot away. I figured I'd include this just because I think it shows how lethal Brenden Aaronson can be. Even when he's got his back turned to goal, he's not trying to go forward and dribble at opponents. And he's just really good at making the most out of the situation he's given. He's really able to capitalize on just the few chances he's given. Brenden Aaronson just right over here, right outside the play. You won't be able to see him. He's kind of like right behind the ref, actually. The center forward for the US playing it back to Tim Weah here. And instantly Brenden Aaronson will receive the ball, and he ends up controlling the ball. I don't really think that it was meant for him, but he does. It wasn't a very well-weighted pass if it was meant for him. Here you see instantly controls the ball and just gets a really nice shot away. Forces a save, which at that point, can't ask for him. Ends up drawing a penalty from Pulisic afterward, but it's a great shot considering his back to goal. It's on his weak foot, Outside of that, that's just the Morocco game there. I want to do a few more of these videos, especially considering that they're pretty quick for me to do, and I can usually kind of give a rundown on it, and sometimes it's pretty hard to find the US playing, especially if you're living in England or whatever. The US plays on weird channels, streamed in weird places. I mean, just in the game that I showed right there, I had to cut out like a 1/7, 1/8 of the screen, literally just because they have this scroller that's just showing random highlights of like NCAA college football, which is fantastic. I love seeing that whenever I'm trying to watch a game about a different sport that, completely different. But thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you liked it, and I'll see you guys later.